Hello everyone, Artisan Pirate, and welcome back to the channel. We are up here at the Hickory Metro Convention Center in Hickory, North Carolina for the 23rd annual Klingspor Woodworking Extravaganza. This is the biggest woodworking show in the state of North Carolina. We are staying in the hotel that's right across the street here. It's a great facility. Everybody's in. This is before the doors open. Everybody's getting all their stuff set up. So we're looking forward to an amazing day, and we are going to follow along on this journey. Thank you, Chris. Going to have a great time here. Anytime you get a bunch of woodworkers together, it's going to be a great and amazing day. I'm up here doing live scroll saw demos. I'm going to take you along on both days, so keep that in mind. This is going to document 2 days worth of woodworking. So follow along and enjoy. Now, before we formally get started showing everything that's going on these 2 days, I want to let you guys know that I'm up here representing myself, of course, the amazing North Carolina Woodworkers. I've got an amazing North Carolina Woodworkers tag there. The Klingspor Woodworking Shop, of course, Fox Chapel Publishing, and Scroll Saw Woodworking. So a lot of people I'm helping to represent, and I hope this video does justice to show how much I love doing this and representing an amazing hobby that is woodworking. But now, let's follow along on these amazing 2 days. And here we have the fully set up North Carolina Woodworkers booth for the extravaganza, and we took up the whole back corner of the convention center, and we had lathes, we had scroll saws, we had lasers, we had pyrography, we had t-shirts to sell, we had hand tools, and we had great teachers. And one of them came up with this neat takeaway gift here, where you take shavings from traditional hand planes here and turn them into a wooden flower. And again, this was a takeaway gift that was hands-on to where you could make it yourself. And this project really catered to the youth, and they were extremely happy to have something for them to be able to do. But you make the flower here on this jig and then take one of the nails to poke a hole in it and run a pipe cleaner through it, and that goes through the longer shaving there for a nice takeaway gift. Really, really cool. And here is Richard doing his knife sharpening demo. He done this demo as well as several others throughout both days of the extravaganza. And over here on the lathe you have Gene turning decorative tree branch tabletop Christmas trees. Always a real cool and unique process to watch. And another one of the takeaway gifts that was offered over on the lathe was turning handles for little miniature lightsabers. You took a piece of PVC pipe and a small flashlight to make the PVC pipe light up, but you did get to turn the handle yourself under the guidance of our experts. And as soon as the door was opened at 9 a.m., the floor space and our booth was abuzz with activity, and smiles and memories were made throughout both days. And here is some of the pieces that I done during my demo times. And I want to give a huge thanks to Bob right here for coming down all the way from New York to take part of the event. I really appreciate that. And there is Berta teaching on the scroll saw as well. And my buddy Devin and his family made the journey to come by and say hey. Here is the pyrography demo, and over behind him on the right side they are prepping the laser for the laser demos. But we had activities going throughout both days, and we were always so happy to see people stop by and teach them some woodworking. And there is no way I can document everything that happened on both days. I just set the camera up here on our trailer to show you guys how crowded it was, and the only way to really appreciate an event like this, if you're ever able to, I encourage you to stop by and just take part in it. They are great events to be a part of and walk around and interact with everybody. And I posted photos over on my social media feeds of pictures I got with everyone throughout both days if anyone cares to see them. But now that my demo time was done, I walked around and met up with everyone. I was happy to take part in the virtual side once again that Chris does, and he does an amazing job doing the virtual side of the extravaganza for those who cannot make it. but I just walked around and talked to all my friends and got clips of a lot of the demos that was going on. Several amazing people and tool vendors were there. There's my buddy Dreadnought. He was turning these tops here over on the lathe and giving those out to the youth as well. Tons of woodworking and wood turning knowledge that he has, and he's always happy to share it with anyone interested. But it's just a great 2 days of woodworking, and there was several displays of beautiful and high-end woodworking. Some of this stuff blew me away at how detailed it was, and all of it was made out of wood. The Carolina scrollers were in the house, and they had this brag table here showing off some exquisite scroll saw work. And they were also selling stuff, so you could stop by and shop here. There is some beautiful intarsia work, and I love the train fretwork shelf there. And there is their logo. Arbortech was in the house, and they brought in Paul Jackman of Jackman Works on YouTube for the show. And he was very cool to talk to, and I did post this picture here in the video. Great to finally meet him. Michelle Parsons was in the house as well, doing her pyrography demos. And she is a very great teacher to just stand there and listen to her talk and show you how things were done. And Rycon was in the house showing off their brand new scroll saw, so I had to make them a keychain. And Sterling Davis was there doing demos on the scroll saw. It is a very quality tool, and I would highly recommend it if you do not have a scroll saw. And of course, me and Sterling had to get a picture, and there is some of his scroll saw work. SawStop was also on hand doing their demo, and they had crowds at every one of their demos. And just a great day to be had, and with Christmas right around the corner, of course there was a few Christmas trees. And one ornament really caught my attention that I really liked. Klingspor's woodworking shop. And again, I'm just doing quick clips here in my time-lapse manner and documentary style just to show you guys an idea of what this show is. And it happens every October in Hickory, North Carolina. So if you guys ever get the chance to put it on your calendar and come out, I would highly encourage you to do so. Klingspor goes above and beyond when they do this, and they bring in the A-team. Here is Micro Jig doing some of their demos, and I did buy one of their jigs at the Extravaganza. And here is Jerry, my very good friend. He is turning the cowboy hats that he is famous for, and he turned a cowboy hat on both Friday and Saturday, but after he got done with the cowboy hats, he turned these little hummingbird birdhouses, and he gave these away to people who was watching his demos. But it was a great 2 days up in Hickory, North Carolina, and I hope you guys have liked this retrospective video. Thank you all for watching. And that is going to wrap up our time up here at the 23rd Annual Klingspor Woodworking Extravaganza in Hickory, North Carolina at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. I've had an amazing 2 days up here watching, teaching, and also learning from people. This is the first year where I've got to take part in both the Friday and Saturday of the event, and both days have been busy. People have learned so much, and I hope I have taught some people in the world and in the community how better to understand and use a scroll saw. But really, really cool. I hope you guys have liked this retrospective and coverage of both days through my eyes in the documentary style videos that I like to do. I've had a great time. I'm tired, but I'm also happy. I got to meet a lot of people that I've only got to talk talked to in the past in a social media aspect. So I was glad to finally be able to meet everybody and get a picture with everyone and go about things like that, and just make those memories and everything. And it always amazes me, the camaraderie in the woodworking community, how people are always there to lend a hand and help each other and teach each other to get to that next level in their woodworking art form or aspect and area of what they like to do in woodworking. But I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have liked this video. I'm back here in Klingspor's social media booth. I felt that would be appropriate filming an outro for a YouTube video. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and also follow me across all my social medias under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as to all of my social medias will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.